Hello my friends, and welcome to April's book haul. I definitely have cut back on my book hauls, as you guys may have noticed, but this is definitely the biggest one that there has been for a while. I'm excited about it. I'm trying to be picky with the books that I bring into my home, and I'm excited about all of these. Just a disclaimer, there are kids jumping on a trampoline, screaming and having a good time. There is construction going on. I think that will just be the theme of April, May, June, July, August. It just is what it is. If I'm going to film, there's going to be things going on, so I'm sorry if it bothers you. I don't know how much the microphone's gonna pick up, but that's my life, and if I'm going to film videos, that's just what it's gonna be. So, once again, like every other time, my books have come from a variety of places. I've been gifted some. I've bought some from Amazon, I bought some from thrift stores, I got some from little free libraries, and I bought some from Book Outlet. I think that covers it, but I will kind of go into it as I talk about each of the books. As always, I want to start with the gifted ones because I always get excited when I get books. The first one I did share in a short. Shatona sent me the Green Gables letters. They're from L.M. Montgomery to Ephraim Weber from 1905 to 1909. So I don't know anything about this. An interesting sequence of letters written by L.M. Montgomery early in this century was found in 1956 among the papers of Ephraim Weber, who was living in the West. Now lodged in the National Archives in Ottawa, the letters reproduced here exactly as they were written form a fascinating footnote to the history of Canadian letters. These letters are of interest and importance not only because they were written during the years of gestation and birth and outstanding success of the book Anne of Green Gables, but also because they reveal a lively extrovert in an eminently healthy balance. This is an absorbing book for adults who have nostalgic memories of Anne, and for writers who need encouragement in their struggle for literary recognition. I have no idea really what I'm getting into. Shatona left her tabs in, which I'm excited about. I'm not sure if she tabbed things because she likes them or not. I'm gonna read through and then I'll check in with her and see what she had to say. Very, very excited about this. I think you will probably see this on a TBR really soon. Then Canon Press sent me two books. We've got No Time to Be Dumb, Letters to Teenage Girls by Rachel Jankovich. This is a book written in letters from this fictitious Auntie Lizzie, I think, to teenage girls. I am gonna read it and I will share my thoughts. I will say that my teenage daughter read it and was not impressed. Unfortunately, she said what she learned is don't wear crop tops and don't wear too much makeup, and the author really likes to knit. So we'll see. She said it would be good for maybe teenagers that are in public school that maybe have some of the issues that this book talks about, but she felt like it wasn't relevant to her. So those are her thoughts, but I'll wait and see what mine are. The actual book that I knew Canon Press was sending me was My Dear Hemlock by Tilly. I don't know how to say her last name. I'll have it linked below, like I always have the books linked below. So all I know is that this has kind of been told to me that it's like a female Screwtape Letters. So just based on that, I'm very interested because I love the Screwtape Letters and C.S. Lewis. If you can understand what's going on in the book, which is they're like letters from a demon and his apprentice back and forth kind of thing. So very, very curious about this. We'll read this really soon. And then I did share this in a video when I shared books about that are similar vibes to Emma M. Lyon. I got volume 1 and volume 2 in paperback because they were significantly cheaper than the hardcover editions. I think I'm gonna go hardcover for the other ones though. Yeah, because I've been loving this series. I mean, it's no surprise. No surprise at all. I just read March 14th has a really short entry. I found myself wakened in the early hours to a sound that haunted me at school. The scurry, the scrape, the scratch, followed by an all too earthy squeak. The garret has mice. I weep. She's so funny, she's so deep. I can't say much more than what I've already said over the last few months. Highly recommend reading the unselected journals of Emma M. Lyon. They've been so good. I'm so sad. I am done them now, caught up to where the author is writing, and I can't wait for the next release. And then I got Smart But Scattered Teens. I'm gonna start this soon and slowly work through it. It is, I don't know, the executive skills program for helping teens reach their potential. So my 11-year-old son was diagnosed with ADHD recently. No surprise to any of us, himself included. And so I thought maybe that this would help. It's one of the ones that was recommended. And I've read the original Smart But Scattered book years ago. I'm still kind of tempted to get myself tested, honestly. I would not be surprised if I was diagnosed with it. But yeah, I'm gonna read through that slowly. Let's go on. I had a very good, very successful time at the thrift store the other day. I thought I was going for clothes. I did get some clothes. I got this sweater actually, not intentionally wearing that. But then I walked away with quite a few books, all classics. Surprisingly, I didn't look at the price of this one until I got home. The smallest little one that I got is T.S. Eliot Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. This one was $4.50. I just assumed it was going to be super cheap because it's so short. But no, that was like the most expensive one of them all, even though some of them are much thicker. So this is poems about cats, maybe? I've never read any T.S. Eliot, I don't think. So I don't know, I thought it'd be cool. Plus, that's such a cool vintage cover. So I'll give this one a try. Is there a short little poem we can read? The Naming of Cats. They're kind of a little on the longer side. I won't read any of them, I guess. And there's like illustrations of different cats as we go. So that'll be cool. Okay, what next? Okay, so I got George Eliot, The Mill on the Floss. Honestly, I already have this one in another edition, but I've decided that I am collecting these Penguin Classics, the black and the, well, some of them are red, some of them are purple. And I'm also collecting the other edition that I have this in, which I think is possibly the Oxford World Classics, something or other. So I grabbed it. It was $4, but I did get one of these free. Another one in that same edition, I got Persuasion. This one's a little bit faded. The red is a little bit pink. This one was only $2.50. This actually was probably my free one because it's the cheapest one, I think. Yeah, so this was the one I got for free. Once again, I have Persuasion in multiple editions, but it is my favorite Austen, and because it's in this edition, I wanted to grab it. Then I got Thomas Hardy, Jude the Obscure, which I also have in another edition. But I'm collecting the Oxford World Classics in this edition, as well as, I think that's what they are. There's like a different, let me just grab one. Yeah, so these have the same title. These are also Oxford World Classics, but they have the picture and then they're a little different. I'm collecting both of them. So this is my Mill on the Floss. So I'm just gonna have some shelves with classic books that I'm excited about. Then I found two books by Anthony Trollope in the Pallisers series. I think they're books 2 and 3, but I don't see a ton of Trollope out there. I'm slowly collecting his books, haven't read any yet, but I got Phineas Finn and the Eustace Diamonds. I'm assuming these were maybe made into, oh yeah, it says the cover illustration is from the BBC TV classic serial in color. Ooh, guys, the show is in color. So there's 6 books in this series. The first one is Can You Forgive Her? And so yeah, this one, Phineas Finn, is book 2. The Eustace Diamonds is book 3. So I'm going to start with The Warden. I think that's the first book in that series, but thought I would just grab these while I can. Okay, that was all for my classics. I went to a little free library. I shared a short while we were back in Saskatchewan. My son found a Geronimo Stilton book, and then I found Favorite Greek Myths because I want to start studying some Greek myths, and this is retold by Mary Pope Osborne, illustrated by Troy Howell. I don't really know Greek mythology at all, and so I thought I would start with this. It has how many stories? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, that's not true. 14, 15, 16? Maybe 16 stories. So they should be pretty short, and hopefully this will give me a good introduction to Greek mythology. I think both of my older kids are going to study it next year in school as well, so working on building that up. Okay, then I have a book outlet haul, which I actually forgot to grab one. I think maybe there was also more in this book outlet haul that I forgot. They kind of get scattered throughout the house, but I got The Enchanted April. So I'm currently reading this. I did the live with Haley a couple weeks ago now. Was that just last week? I think it was actually. And I haven't read any more since then, but I'm hoping to finish it in the next couple of days. And this is also my option for the flower cover for the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge for April. The ebook that I was originally reading had a flower cover, and there is flowers on the hard cover part of this, so I'm counting it for that. The book is very different than I expected, but I'm enjoying it. Also, my battery's about to die. Let's change that. Okay, got battery again. Because of Easter, I feel like it's been a while since I sat down and filmed a video. I feel out of the loop, or out of the routine, the habit, plus with the screaming kids outside, it's all distracting. Hopefully, I definitely know a bunch of it's getting picked up. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, then also from Book Outlet, I got Myrtle Volume 1, which I already own, but I got this for my oldest, and she's using it in school for logic, because these are 100 elementary to impossible mysteries to solve using logic, skill, and the power of deduction. So it's really cool because the story continues through. So we follow this guy named Deductive Logico, and he keeps stumbling across these dead bodies. We've got 3 suspects, 3 locations, and 3 tools or weapons, and we have to figure out who done it, where they done it, and what they done it with. Very Clue-esque, but I loved deductive reasoning puzzles in school, and I thought this would just be a fun addition to our homeschool. So I got that. Oh, and then I bought my 11-year-old a Bible. This, I would say that Book Outlet is a really good place to look for Bibles. This is the second Bible that I've bought off of there. I don't know how it works for Americans, but it's definitely cheaper for Canadians to buy Bibles off of there. So I'm assuming it also is for Americans. This is the ESV Student Study Bible. So it has the ESV, I don't know if it has all of the regular ESV study notes. It's got quite a few, but then they have some like did you know sections that are geared towards students. And I think there might, is it just did you know? Okay, maybe it is just did you know. No, there is profiles on different characters as well. So this is a profile on Samson, or different people, I guess. And then there is an introduction to each book of the Bible, the timeline, the author and date, the overview, the themes, the key themes, the outline, anything else. And then this, Jonah at least has a little map there. And so I'm excited about this. He was previously using an ESV Bible with some Action Bible pages in there. So it was like the full ESV Bible, but there was like some full color Action Bible pages, and it was really hard for him to find books of the Bible because, you know, when you're flipping through, it would always go to the Action Bible page. So we wanted something that didn't have that. He wanted double column because he also struggles with dyslexia, and so he wanted double column because it's easier. He wanted to make sure the font was a decent size. This isn't too bad. It's not the smallest of the small, but it's also not like overly large. So I think we were able to check a lot of boxes with this. And then the last one, I was excited. I finally bought a John Hendricks children's book, The Parables and Wisdom of Jesus. This one's called Go and Do Likewise. he has another book called The Miracle Man. I get that out from the library all the time. It has the dust jacket. Is this the same? Ooh, it's a little different. So this is just parables, yeah, in story form. I'm really excited to own this. I really need to own Miracle Man as well. Love his illustrations, love the way he just kind of brings it all to life. Obviously, I'm a John Hendricks fan. I always talk about The Faithful Spy, and then I read The Myth Makers last month. So, and I think I've got all his books, all 3 of the ones that I own so far, I've bought off of Book Outlet. I have not read his Holy Ghost one. If anyone has experience with that one, let me know. I don't know if I want that one or not, but yeah, excited to own that and have that as part of our collection. So I think that's all the books for this month. Let me know what you've purchased lately. I will have my Book Outlet link below if you've never purchased from there before. I have a $5 off coupon you can use, and then I also get $5, so it's like win-win for both of us. Definitely recommend checking out their Bibles. If you guys have ever bought a Bible off of there before, let me know what kind you've gotten. The one that I use on the daily is a CSB journaling Bible that I got from there that I really like. So let me know if you've enjoyed any of the books that I shared and what you've purchased lately. Thanks for hanging out with me again.